We need Greenland for national security and even international security, and I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it.
A frigid front line at the top of the world, March 28, 2025. A convoy of black SUVs snakes its way through the icy expanse of northern Greenland, stepping out into minus 19 degrees Celsius air at the Patuxent Space Base. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance jokes with assembled troops, "It's cold as shit here. Nobody told me." Laughter ripples through the mess hall, but the mission is deadly serious. The United States' second-in-command has arrived on the world's largest island with a bold agenda: to advance President Donald Trump's oft-stated goal to get Greenland at any cost. The frigid welcome for Vance is both literal and figurative, as Greenland's leaders and people cast a wary eye on Washington's intentions. The stage is set for a dramatic showdown in the Arctic, where the fate of Greenland hangs in the balance. Strategic crossroads of the Arctic. Greenland, an autonomous territory of Denmark, occupies a crucial strategic position in the Arctic Circle. Though its population is only about 56,000, mostly Inuit Greenlandic people, the island's sheer size and location make it a geopolitical crossroads. Greenland sits between North America and Europe, guarding the gateway of the North Atlantic. It is part of the vital Greenland-Iceland-United Kingdom (GIUK) gap, a maritime choke point that during the Cold War was key to detecting Soviet submarines. As climate change melts Arctic ice, these far northern sea routes are becoming navigable again, raising Greenland's importance in controlling emerging shipping lanes between Asia, Europe, and North America. The U.S. military has long maintained a presence here at Thule, now Patuxent Air Base, the Pentagon's northernmost base, established during World War II and pivotal through the Cold War early warning system. In today's era of renewed great power rivalry, this unsinkable aircraft carrier in the Arctic is once again prized territory for surveillance, missile defense, and power projection across the Atlantic and into the Arctic Ocean. Untapped riches and global interest. Beyond military strategy, Greenland is blessed, or cursed, with vast untapped natural resources. Beneath its ice cap and along its rugged coast lie abundant deposits of rare earth elements, uranium, iron ore, zinc, and potentially oil and gas. These are the critical minerals that power modern economies and advanced military technology, from smartphones to guided missiles and renewable energy systems. As the Arctic warms and ice retreats, resources that were once locked beneath permafrost are becoming more accessible, triggering interest from global powers and mining companies. World powers see economic opportunity. China, for instance, has been eager to invest in Greenland's minerals and infrastructure. Beijing even offered to finance and build airports and mining projects here, moves that rang alarm bells in Copenhagen and Washington. Denmark, which heavily subsidizes Greenland's economy, stepped in to block certain Chinese projects with quiet backing from the U.S. The message was clear: Greenland's treasure trove of resources is part of a larger strategic contest, and Western allies are determined to keep this Arctic goldmine out of rival hands. Washington's Arctic ambitions. From a pro-U.S. perspective, Greenland represents a linchpin of American security in the 21st century Arctic. U.S. officials argue that Denmark's meager defense presence on the island has left Greenland exposed to growing Russian and Chinese activity in the high north. In Vance's blunt words to the Greenlanders, Denmark has not done a good job keeping Greenland safe, and only America can guarantee the island's protection. Washington's strategic community has also taken notice of Greenland's value. Some voices in D.C. even floated the idea of outright purchasing Greenland, an idea first raised by President Trump in 2019, highlighting the island's mineral wealth and military potential.
We will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before.
While outright annexation remains unlikely and controversial, few in Washington doubt Greenland's importance for U.S. national security. Military strategists see the island as an ideal location for new radar systems, satellite monitoring, and airfields that could strengthen NATO's northern flank. U.S. Navy planners eye Greenland's fjords and surrounding seas as pivotal for controlling Arctic sea lanes and containing an expansionist Russia. In line with these ambitions, the Trump administration has signaled it is willing to go to great lengths, as far as we have to go, in Trump's words, to bring Greenland closer into America's orbit. For proponents, increased U.S. influence or presence in Greenland is a necessary move to secure the Arctic against adversaries and ensure access to the island's resources for the free world. Resistance and the question of independence. Not everyone shares Washington's enthusiasm. America's aggressive overtures have spurred a backlash from U.S. allies and Greenland's own people. Denmark's Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen publicly praised Greenlanders for standing firm in the face of Trump's pressure, pointedly noting that they know Greenland is not for sale and that the island does not want to be part of the United States. Greenland's leaders likewise bristled at Vice President Vance's visit and rhetoric. The new incoming Prime Minister, 33-year-old Jens Frederik Nielsen, has pushed back hard on Trump's annexation talk. "We don't want to be Americans. We don't want to be Danes. We want to be Greenlanders,"
We will never be for sale, and we will never be Americans,
Nielsen declared in a recent interview, underlining that Greenlanders insist on the right to decide their own future. Even the outgoing Greenlandic government joined in unified opposition, with leaders saying, "Enough is enough," regarding Washington's threats. These reactions highlight a critical perspective, that the U.S. approach risks trampling the wishes of Greenland's indigenous population and straining relations with a close ally, Denmark. Critics argue that heavy-handed U.S. tactics, however well-intentioned in terms of security, could backfire by fostering resentment. Pushing too hard could even accelerate Greenland's drive for full independence from Denmark, as many Greenlanders see control of their vast resources as key to eventual self-sufficiency. In essence, the battle for Greenland is not only about superpower rivalry, but also about the principle of self-determination for the people who call this Arctic land their home. The final front in the new Great Game. The geopolitical tussle over Greenland has become a high-stakes chess match at the top of the world. All the pieces are in play. American military strategists fortifying their Arctic frontiers, Chinese investors eyeing mineral deals, Russian submarines probing Atlantic defenses, Danish officials balancing responsibility and sovereignty, and Greenlandic people asserting their identity and rights. The island's future hangs in the balance of these competing forces. Will Greenland move toward independence? And if so, under what conditions? Can the U.S. secure its interests without alienating a potential new nation or its Danish allies? As ice melts and tensions heat up, Greenland has transformed from a forgotten icebound colony into the center of a 21st century great power drama. The world is now watching this unfolding saga in the high north. In the end, the true power over Greenland's destiny may lie not in Washington, Beijing, or Moscow, but in Nuuk, in the hands of Greenland's own people, as they navigate the crosswinds of geopolitical ambition and their own aspirations for the future. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with our latest content.